when the world is all the time. So many things I still don't know. So many times I've changed my mind. Guess I was born to make mistakes, but I ain't scared to take the way. So when I stumble off the path, I know my heart will guide me back. Ooh, hey, I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. Ooh, hey, ooh, I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. And didn't you know, didn't you know? Tried to move, but I lost my way. Didn't you know, didn't you know? Stop to watch my emotions sway. Didn't you know, didn't you know? Knew the toll, but I would not pay. Didn't you know, didn't you know? See, you never know where the cards may lay. Where the cards may
Good night, everyone, and thank you for tuning into Peaches and Dream podcast on this lovely Sunday, April the 27th.
Amen. Amen. Okay, we are live.
Mhm.
We are live on Facebook. I couldn't.
Hold on, it cut out. You said what you said?
Huh? I don't know why I
It
couldn't
was
get in
cutting out.
on the got a line on mine. On mine. I got a live on. Let me make sure. Because we have quite a few people that will tune in from. Yep, we're live on Facebook. Yep, we're live on Facebook.
Okay, great.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I can hear you. It was cutting out at one point, but so far it's definitely much better. But we don't really got a lot tonight, right? We kind of wanted to touch base on Shannon Sharpe, and then I did want to talk about the Kai Sanat and Bob's Cartel interview, especially because Peaches, you don't even know who Cartel is, so I gotta put you on. Uh,
Okay, I've heard his name before. I don't.
yeah, that's the thing.
He's more soca. He does like
Yeah,
reggae
he's a
music.
dance hall reggae artist. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get this Shannon Sharp stuff out the way.
Hmm.
Okay, so actually, I have a picture of Shannon and that little female that's supposed to be suing him. Now I think she may be 21 or 22, but her when these happenings, quote unquote happenings, occurred that she's suing him for, she was maybe 19 or 20 at the time.
So honestly, just to give like a brief overview, I don't really, I mean, I kind of need a brief overview because all I heard was that there's a lot of speculation going around. Shannon Sharp dealing with a younger girl. And when I say younger girl, I mean like 18, 19, like pretty much probably not even 21 at the time in which he began having relationships with this person. I didn't have knowledge that there was an actual lawsuit or, legal action being taken because of it. So I'm definitely gonna need to be filled in regards to that. And another thing is, doesn't Shannon Sharp have a whole wife out here? Like, I'm confused. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, so I just know this speech is dropped off. We're gonna see what's going on with her. So give us a few.
bad, girl. I knocked myself out the damn studio.
I think something went wrong because I'm literally there I'm there chatting it up.
Yeah,
And
because it
then
was.
that's
I was trying to get a photo of the little girl because she really is like she's still so young. Um,
But so basically what I was going on a whole tangent about was this. I don't really know too much about what all Shannon Sharpe is being accused of. But that is his name, right? Because I'm good for messing up people's names.
yeah, Shannon
Okay.
Sharpe.
Yeah. So I'm a little confused because from what I understand, this 19-year-old, well, this female who was, dealing with him, um, either like somewhere between the ages of 19 or 18 and 20, basically.
Young
I didn't know there was a
baby.
lawsuit. But then also, I had thought this man had a whole wife. Because wasn't it a point where a voice message was supposedly leaked from him and his wife in the bedroom?
No, that's not his wife. That's supposedly a female, but we didn't see everything that was going on.
Mm,
Um, no, he hasn't been married for years. He's 56. His kids are grown and in their 30s. He
mm.
literally has not been married for years. Um,
Oh,
so
okay.
whoever that supposed, I'm gonna say quote unquote Michelle allegedly was, that's who he. Okay, I feel like that live is some bullshit also, because you see all we have to do to go live. So for you
Mm-hmm.
to go live on Instagram, there's like more than one button to push. There's a process to go live. So you mean to tell me that y'all were in the middle of fucking and y'all rolled over and butt dialed yourself into a live when you have to like confirm going live and stuff like that, and you have to set the phone up? Like, no, no, and a lot of people think that him going live and supposedly he, having sex with a woman is supposed to dispel the gay rumors. Because even before that, I think this was last year, or the year before last, he had a stylist who was gay, is still gay, and the stylist was, following him around, going everywhere with him like a boyfriend, saying next to him at NBA games and stuff like that. So a lot of that's just been going around about Shannon. It started, I feel like it started because, with the stylist, like, why do you have somebody like that around you? Um, and then the stylist is shady also, because the stylist was connected to another sports person. I forgot his name. It was maybe like a few years ago. He was photographed with a sports person, and everybody was like, is he gay too? Because why are you straight? I mean, I don't care who you have working for you, whatever, but just that visual of you having that person so close to you picking out your clothes, and they're so flamboyant, people just seem to think, oh, well, you know, y'all are together. And that's kind of what it looked like. So he
Mm-hmm.
ended up firing the stylist. The stylist got fired from the other person's team, and he ended up working with Shannon Sharpe, and Shannon Sharpe fired him also. I don't know why this USA Today shit keeps going back and forth. Okay, so that's why I think that whole fucking on camera was to like dispel the gay rumors, to show like, hey, I have sex with females, but like you shouldn't have to do all that. You know what I mean? So
Man, he could, and then the fact that he's actually dealing with these young girls like that, I'm like, I wouldn't put it past him. Like he basically, I don't know who he's trying to prove what to, but yeah. But what is the lawsuit talking about?
it's on the screen now. Did I share my screen? Do you see it?
Let me zoom in. I'm on the phone. Being sued for $50 million for alleged sexual assault and battery.
hmm Sharp denies the allegations, claiming the lawsuit is a shakedown orchestrated by the accuser and her attorney, Tony Busby. Now, Tony Busby, that's a whole nother episode because we'll go down that rabbit hole and we'll be stuck there. Tony Busby is also the lawyer that was suing Jay-Z not too long ago. Because apparently, because apparently he got caught up in some stuff. It was Jay-Z and Puffy, P. Diddy. They were in a lawsuit together, and Tony Busby was representing the person accusing them of sexual assault and stuff. And the story just didn't make sense. So the lawsuit was dropped. The accuser, identified as Jane Doe, alleges Sharpe was violent, threatened her, and recorded their sexual encounters without consent. Have you heard those recordings?
I haven't heard anything aside from the fact that there was a young girl, and I've seen a whole bunch of memes and skits, and even like one of the times when Monique was talking to Shannon Sharpe, she told him about herself. I'm about to actually send it to you, so this way you could share it, and it's gonna pretty much support everything that we needed to have said around this whole situation, and then we're gonna leave it like that because it was already said before this came to light. Let me find that and send it to you. But yes, that's all I heard was that there was just rumors about him. Like I said, I didn't even know it was a whole lawsuit at this point, but
Do it.
there you
But
have
yes, so
it.
the recordings were really questionable because when people are saying, well, why are you recording him? You must be trying to set him up. But apparently the recordings were after the incidents took place. And after you sent it to the podcast page, right?
You say that again?
You sent it to the podcast page, right?
I did.
Oh. This is his page. Let's see.
What's
Created by Tony Busby.
What's whose page?
Jay-Z.
Shannon Sharpe.
Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks. To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart.
He said, I'm going to tell you whatever I need to say. Okay, whatever you need to say to make yourself look innocent or no. Yeah. So that's his response to getting sued. New audio. Here it is, released by the attorney. So this audio was released by the attorney, I guess. Yeah. So let me play that.
Coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Gabby. Okay.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public.
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
I think he was joking when he said that.
Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do with the shit you did to me.
Okay, well,
So I'm confused. Why is it playing like this? Like, is this an actual conversation or is it like chopped and screwed?
It is the actual conversation, and that's why people think it's a shakedown, because they're taking clips and they're putting out there what sounds incriminating. But here's the thing: when he says big black guy chokes small white woman, I think they do rough sex race play, like slave master's wife gets BBC'd by big black cock. I don't know. Just shit like that. They do that type of shit. Now she's trying to say that he was a little bit too rough, and she said no, and he graped her. And now she's recording. She was recording the conversations, and she was mentioning, "I don't like when you choke me," but in like their regular sexual history, that's how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she's suing him, because she says no, he took it too far one night or
My
many.
whole thing is this, you know what annoys me? If somebody's having a conversation about certain things like that, I'm not even going to lay down in a bed with you, first of all. Like, I'm not even going to put myself in no position to lay down in a bed with you because I already know what you was on, because you already let me know what you was on. And I said no over the phone. What the hell am I going to show up in person for? To see if he going to do the things that I said no to, so that this way I can have a lawsuit and get rich later on. Like, you be saying, like, I'm sorry, but a lot of the times people set themselves up to be in certain situations, and at the end of the day, if only they had stayed their ass at home, they would never have been in that situation. Like, if you go in a man's bedroom, what do you expect? And then worse if a man is drinking and on drugs. Worse if a man is drinking and on drugs, because now he's not even in his natural state of mind. But you already know what he was capable of in his natural state of mind. Or is he ever even in his natural state of mind? Listen, these people set themselves up for that shit. I'm sorry.
The woman says Sharpe became violent over the course of the relationship, threatened to kill her during one incident, and recorded their sexual encounters without their consent. Oh, no.
So what now?
Noted his infidelity. Oh, so apparently he was with this chick when he went live.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. So he probably
So
purposely did that live thing.
So that was
Mm-hmm.
the infidelity. Sharpe even figured out how to get into Doe's apartment complex without her permission. So she's trying to say, oh, he's stalking me. Not to say that it's, not true. It's just, everything's sketchy. We don't know what to believe about these people. These people are fucking nasty. Like, why are you 56 fucking a 20-year-old? So you were 36 when she was born. 36.
So let me tell you this. It's not, you know what's so crazy? The
Yeah.
day when this Shannon Sharpe stuff was going on, I seen an account where one of my customers was married, right? So one of the customers is married, and one was born in like 1950, and then the other one was born in like 1980 something. And the husband was the one born in 1950, and the female was the one born in 1980 something. I'm like, think about it. That's like a 20 plus years gap. So when it comes to, there's real life Shannon Sharps walking all around us. And at the end of the day, people be all good until they not getting the type of pay they want out of it. When the money is not money in, now they want to sue. Because I'm telling you, when the money was money in, she wasn't trying to sue nothing. But yeah, that's how I feel on that though.
Well, she did have an initial lawsuit. She was suing for 10 million. I don't know what happened with that, but after it was rumored, I don't know if the deal actually went through, but it was rumored that he was signing a $100 million deal for his podcast. I think it was Club Shay Shay, not the other one he has with Ocho Cinco. For 100 million. That's when the $50 million lawsuit starts to be filed. Again, that's why people say that this is a shakedown. Okay. So you said you had videos. Oh wait, that has nothing to do with Sharp. The videos that you sent me. That's Vibes Cartel, right?
No, there's a video with Monique. I need you to play that one. The last one I sent.
Yes. So let me go on there. But yeah, and there's a broader issue with the whole Shannon Sharpe thing. Why can't black men stay away from white women, especially when shit gets them in trouble like this? Wait, don't you share a birthday with Kobe Bryant? Y'all are born on 8/28.
Well, I'm born on 8/28, but not Kobe Bryant ain't born 8/28. He's a Virgo though. Like an August
Okay.
Virgo.
Oh, okay. Because he had a lawsuit. This was years ago. It was a big, huge thing. He was accused of raping a white woman, but it turns out she was obviously lying, but just cheating on your wife, and then it comes out that you did cheat, but it comes out because the person that you cheated with says that you raped them. So that was a whole big mess. So a lot of people are on the internet like, how come black men can't stay away from, it's not all white women, but the trouble that comes with being with them. You know what I mean? So if you see Sinners, you'll know what I'm talking about because they address that also. Let me share this tab.
Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs. Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you over. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Damn, boy.
When they want you to go for the fourth round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, I need you. Want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yeah,
because I can't go no further. If you get your older girl, when you get to that fourth round, she's going to say, hold on. Hold on.
Oh, was that it?
No.
Or I think it may have just froze.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. But it was supposed to be longer than that. But
Okay.
yeah. How long does it tell you it is?
Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs. Let me tell you what my. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese. Because I can't go no further. You can do it.
Damn, Lord.
When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, I need you want some money to go to Starbucks? Because I can't go no further. You get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up.
Okay, that was it. That was the end. Now that's some old school shit. What y'all know about some apple butter? Apple butter is some good shit. Okay,
I don't even know what apple butter is.
girl.
Is it like peanut butter?
No, well, it spreads, but it goes on toast. I put mine because I don't eat bread like that, but I love cinnamon raisin bread for my breakfast. It's so good. It's like just apples, but like a spread. Just think of applesauce, but like in a thick maple spread. So the next time you go to the next time you go to the grocery store, go grocery shopping, it's in that aisle. Peanut butter jelly. Look for apple butter. But yeah. So is it too late for Shannon Sharpe? Because the white woman has literally crumbled his reputation almost. Now it's to the point where he had to step away from ESPN because they're in talks. Somebody called him from ESPN and was like, look, let's wait for the heat to die down. Let's step away and then we'll see what happens in the future. They probably know damn well that they're not going to ask for him back because he said he intends to going back to work.
Here's the thing. It's crazy. I don't even know where Shannon Sharpe is from, but I know you mentioned ESPN, so I'm guessing some type of sports stuff.
Yes, he's a football Hall of Famer, him and his brother.
So here's the thing. I ain't even gonna lie to you. What I'm
They're
realizing,
from the South. Mind you, they're from the South.
But here's the thing. Those guys with money, they're freaky and they're weird and they're nasty like that. So anything they say she did, but she knew what she signed up for. That's what I'm gonna say. Whatever they say he did. Like it's no surprise. That weird thing in California where they sit down and they gather around the owl or the tree or whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. The Grove, something.
The Grove, Bohemian Grove. Yes.
Basically, and it's a whole, you got to pay, like, even to become a member, you got to pay all this X amount of money and nobody knows what they do over there. They ain't doing normal stuff. Like people that's doing normal stuff, like it wouldn't be no secret like that. But I'm convinced that a lot of these people use like sex to manifest stuff and they do weird things and they do strange things for change. I'm convinced. Can't nobody tell me nothing different. So, yep.
Now, all this came out about Shannon Sharpe, and it was another story with you remember the show Girlfriends? My Girlfriends. Okay, the lead who played Joan, Cherry C. Ellis Ross, she's just a few years younger than Shannon Sharpe. She's 52. Shannon Sharpe is 56. She's mentioned that she would like to date a younger man. He does not have to be fucking 19, just younger, because men who are in her age range, like Shannon Sharpe, they think a certain way and they obviously, want to dominate like an old head. She said that she would like to have. I can see her, being with a mature.
It's so crazy. Angie Stone.
What?
She passed away recently. Rest in peace to her. So first and foremost, let me say that. But did you know her baby father was somebody, he was way younger than her?
D'Angelo.
Yes.
Yes.
So now that we speaking of these things, what I'm realizing is that these young It's always like an age gap nowadays, whether it's
But you
between
don't
male
hear
and
any
female.
crazy stories, especially with Black women who are, getting
But
fucked.
you know what it is? But hold on, think about it. But even if, well, say for example, in this situation, it's different because a lot of the times the male is a lot older, right? A
Mhm.
lot of the times the male is a lot older. So when the male is a lot older and then the male is black and she's Caucasian, it's gonna be in the spotlight more, you know? And plus the young guys that's getting with the old girls, you're never gonna hear them come and do a lawsuit. It's not likely that they're gonna be like, because that's what they wanted. And at the like I said, with females, a lot of the time at the time in which it was happening and the price was right. Because they should have said no after the first wrong incident. You ever notice it's multiple years and months of bad things going wrong? It's never like, oh yeah, they had one situation and they taking them to court. Like, no, they was in relationships. They did it for a long time while the money was there. It wasn't a problem. But then years later, when the money is no longer a factor, you're sitting there disgusted with yourself. And these people are going to the courts and trying to get rich off something they at one point really wanted. You know?
I understand. I completely understand. It sounds like see, this is why you have to see the movie Sinners. If you have like a free movie website where you can watch it on bootleg, I suggest you watch it.
Well, what is it on?
Huh?
I said, what is it on?
It's still in the theaters. It just came out last week or the week before.
Oh, it's in the movie. See, the thing is that I will probably have to go to the movies to watch
Yeah,
it. Is it
yeah.
scary?
It says it's horror, but to tell you the truth, the only thing scary about that movie is the white folks and their racism.
Sinners. Okay. But I will, if I can make it into the movies, if I can get me a man to take me out on a date. But yeah,
Well,
I'll
now
probably
the
go see it.
the movie ticket prices, they're like, I went to Synergy, it was $9. AMC today it was $10. So $9 to $10, depending on where you go.
Yeah, my whole thing be the time, but I'm gonna find the time hopefully soon,
So
eventually.
that's what I'm gonna talk about with the group chat after this, because everybody has seen Sinners. I thought, and this is how popular this movie is getting. I'm going to send you some links about the spiritual connection with the movie Sinners and why it's so important, why everybody needs to see it. I went yesterday morning, Saturday. The show started at 10:15 a.m. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm getting up early. I'm beating the crowd because it's Saturday. Everybody's going to be, packed in there in the afternoon. Bitch, I go in there, the whole fucking movie lobby is full. I'm like, what are these people going to see? I had no idea. Like, I knew, but I had no idea that the movie was that damn popular. So I go to the kiosk to go and pay for my ticket, and all of the damn seats in the movie theater were bought up except for the shitty ones at the front. I like to sit in the back to where the screen is real wide. So yeah, I saw it yesterday, but yes, like people are coming out that early in the day to see this movie.
Mhm.
So I'll send you some stuff. I know you're with your family, so when you go home and you're laying down, or while you're dispatching and you're in between calls, I'm gonna send you some stuff to watch, because you don't care whether the movie is ruined or not. But I'll
I
send you some.
don't.
I
I
do.
mean, sure, if the snippets are good enough, it might make me want to watch it, you know?
Yeah. So, well, I'll send you. There are a lot of discussions that I watched on it. There are a lot of reviews, and there's a lot of like the politics in Hollywood, because it was directed by Ryan Coogler. He did Black Panther. He did Creed with Michael B. Jordan. All of these movies have Michael B. Jordan in them. They work well together. And he
Mm.
did Fruitvale Station with Michael B. Jordan. Fruitvale Station is about Oscar Grant. He was shot on New Year's Eve by some police some years ago. So they did a movie about that. So that's why I titled this episode Shannon Sharpe is a Sinner, because there are so many parallels to this case. Leave those fucking white women alone with the movie. In the movie, there's a white woman. She was trusted and she was let into, you know, that sacred space with those black folks. She goes out, she gets on some bullshit, and she gets let back in because they know her. And I shouldn't be saying that she's white. She's an octoroon. She has like an ounce of black in her.
Mm-hmm.
So she looks white, but she has a little bit in her. But she pops off the bullshit that started the rest of the night. So yeah. So I'll send you all of that. Stay close to your Instagram because there are a lot of shorts and clips that I can send you also.
Okay.
Or maybe I should send I'll send it to you on Instagram. But okay, so what did you want to talk about with Vibes Cartel? What is this? What is this you were talking
Okay,
about?
so basically, so let me do a nice introduction about Vibes Cartel. So Vibes Cartel, he is an artist. He's a dancehall artist, up from out of Jamaica, and he is well known. The whole controversy around him was that in 2011 he was locked up and sentenced to 35 or 30 plus years in prison. And you know, he wasn't expected to have gotten out. He appealed it. He appealed it. They went to the courts in the UK. You know, the Privy Council, whatever it's called, because you know that's who's over. Like once you escalate it as far as you can in Jamaica, you then got to go to the UK. So eventually, after all these years and years of appealing it, he eventually was granted his freedom. They acquitted him of all the charges or whatever the case, if that's the proper word to explain that they dropped the charges and let him out with time served or whatever the case might be. So he went in, he's been on tour. Like he got out last year. His first thing he did was in December in Jamaica. He did a big concert. He did a performance in Brooklyn in early April, and he sold out the Barclays 2 nights in a row. So he sold out the Barclays 2 nights in a row. He was in Barbados. I went to go see him in Barbados. It was a really nice show. And honestly, it's just us being able to see him perform after all these years, thinking he was never going to get out of jail. Even though even when he was in jail, he kept making music. So some of the stuff I sent you was just some little snippets from his interview with Kai Sanat. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that correctly. But Kai Sanat is
Yeah, it's
he's
kind
known. Yeah, he's known for like live streaming or whatever. So I just sent you a couple of clips that I think were pretty cool, so you could get a little snippet of his personality. I sent you 5 clips, and if you played them all.
Girl, I thought he had did something wrong. I'm like, oh my God, what was he?
Well, no, he didn't do anything wrong. It's just that he was in jail all these years, and now he's out, and people who's
No,
been waiting.
like
Oh,
recently.
oh no, he's literally like he came out. His life has changed around. He's trying to do the right thing. He's trying to promote for you know kids to stop being as violent, because he at one point was big on violence, you know. So he's just out trying to right all his wrongs, especially since now he has a new lease on life because you know he got out, and he talks about God a lot. You'll see that. Oh, it's 6 things. The one that you could play this one first. Hold on.
Yeah, it's already up there.
Oh, well, I had just responded. But yeah.
Okay.
You can play them in any order. It's not that long. I think we'll be on here for like another 5 more minutes.
Mm-hmm. Let me minimize this because I have it on full screen. Here. All right, there we go.
Yeah, man.
That is, wait, so like right now, are you on like tour right now?
Or yeah, I'm all
like,
over the
like,
place.
you just like going from show to show.
Show to show, man. It's crazy.
What's been your favorite so far?
Brooklyn.
Bro.
In America, Brooklyn. I'm not gonna lie.
Talk
in
to
the
me.
Caribbean,
Yes.
I'm thinking Barbados or
Yes.
Bahamas, but I think that's
What about Steve now? What about you?
Yo. Active. The whole crew there, chat.
a monumental day.
Yeah, man.
That is wait. So like right now, are you on like
Right,
tour?
next.
Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh,
man.
okay,
Like,
yeah, that was a short clip.
Show the show, man.
That was a short clip.
here in America,
Yeah.
Brooklyn was his favorite.
Yeah, man. Brooklyn, come on.
Vibes
I didn't
Cartels.
care that, man. Come on.
Brooklyn, no.
Lit.
I seen clips.
Yo.
I seen clips.
Yeah.
I seen clips
Yeah.
of the show online.
Mhm.
Bro, New York got the Caribbean.
They stay lit.
Crazy.
Yeah. New York stays lit, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I wanna be able. I'm so mad I get. We should have went to that show right there. I ain't
Yo, that show
what?
was crazy.
Right? But I don't want to talk too
Back to
soon.
back.
Okay.
Because I'm in Atlanta June 6th.
Whoa.
At
Really?
arena. Yeah, I'm in
Whoa.
Atlanta June
Yes,
6th.
we was
Oh,
just
my
talking
God.
about that.
Whoa. There we there.
Yeah, I'm in
Yeah,
Atlanta
June
June
6th. What the hell? I didn't even
Yeah.
know that. So we
Like I
didn't.
said,
We
most
gotta
of
send me
these
your
are pretty
whole.
short.
Yeah,
I'ma
I'm
talk to you
a,
people.
yeah, I'm a
Send
send
me
it
your
to you.
whole,
Yeah, man.
like, you feel me?
All
You
over
should
the
be able to
place.
go to the next one.
A big y'all.
He turned into a whole.
I was watching the whole thing.
What?
This shit
I
is
was in
funny.
prison. I was watching the whole thing. You're on.
Wait a minute, I'm off June 6th. Okay. Wait a minute.
You said what?
I'm off of work. That's my weekend off. June
Oh.
6th. Okay.
Yeah, what you call it? With this one, pay attention because Cartel is hilarious. He got his own little personality. But listen to everything he's saying and look at they facial expressions where they realize like, yo, this nigga got jokes.
Big body, that girl with big body like Spike.
Yo!
The man there carnival. Then at the club with Russian.
What?
Yeah, they all about. I was there. Well, I wasn't there. I was watching from prison.
Wait,
Nah,
you
you
can,
got-
wait, you can watch. You was watching from prison? How?
Yeah, I still had my eyes.
Whoa! Whoa! Chad!
Yeah, man, we got
He
the
was
TV. We
what?
got the,
Yo.
yeah, we got this phone. Come on, I'm in a cell. Why would I not have a cell phone? Bro?
Right.
Mm.
Right. Now
Think
you
about it.
Why would he have a cell phone inside of a cell?
In a cell.
In
Think
the
about it.
Whoa!
Like,
That's over the head. Hold on, that's
cell?
over the head.
Yeah.
Whoa! Let me guess.
Yeah,
Inside the cell.
Think about it.
He's in a
Yeah,
cell.
think about it.
It's
Wow,
wild.
it's really wild.
Wow, they can get right before the vibes. So like,
Yo, if I
crazy.
knew that you was watching,
I was watching.
bro, that's
You big up, boy. You big
that's
me
why-
up.
bro.
You
What?
big me up still. I'm
Always.
telling you. I watch everything.
Bro, that's why we gotta like, bro. That's like Trinidad and Tobago. We're going to his show.
a big y'all.
He turned into a whole.
The
I was
next
watching
one.
Yeah,
the
I
whole
was in
stream?
prison. I was watching the whole thing.
The question is like, what's your favorite cereal?
Like,
Like if you
I
had to
mean-
choose one.
I mean, in Jamaica, we have a thing called porridge. I don't know.
But no,
You
no,
know
no,
the
no,
porridge?
no,
Porridge.
no, come on.
Porridge.
Porridge, yeah.
Caramel porridge.
Porridge, yeah.
That's my
Porridge,
favorite
yeah.
cereal.
Mm.
Mrs. Couple Barbados flag. Big up Barbados.
Oh, shit.
I came there. I spun the girls like tornadoes. So big up Barbados. Yeah.
He spun the girls like tomatoes.
I spun the girl like
Yo.
tornadoes.
Yeah, man. So big up Barbados.
Barbados.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
That was the fourth one. Is this the fifth one?
Yeah.
Or was that
I
the
wanna
fifth
hear you
one?
say, oh.
Oh.
What the hell?
I always wanted to hear him say
That because Vibes Cartel, if you ever
I
listen
wanna
to
hear you
his
say,
songs,
Oh. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah.
in the flesh.
Paper. Paper. I just said, he just said earlier. I heard you said earlier. I was watching outside.
Yes.
You was like, oh, whoa. Oh, bro,
Yo.
crazy.
Them
Yeah,
islands is
yeah.
crazy. No cap. My
No
I always wanted.
all right. So what you call it? The thing about Vibes Cartel, you know Spice, right? The Jamaican one who be on Love and Hip Hop
Yes.
in Atlanta. You don't
Yeah.
have to pay that last one. I realized that last one was already in the fives. I just send you more. Now Spice, Vibes Cartel is the reason why Spice is who Spice is. Like he really like it was this one song, like he brought her out, and then it was this one song that they had that basically was like a hit. Like this is back in like 2008, 2009. You know. But he is the reason why he brought out a lot of artists. I'm not gonna lie, he brought out a lot of artists.
Okay.
So yeah. Honestly, he's hilarious. Like he had a nice little personality. They're gonna have to go watch the rest of the whatever on their own time. But Kai Cenat does have it on his Twitch. It's like a whole 2 hours long, but it was pretty cool though. Yo, the other thing, it's so crazy because Kaisa now he has a girlfriend, right?
Apparently, that's what I heard.
He is so respectful to his girlfriend. I'm gonna tell you that much because on the live, the thing about Jamaican culture is that they dance a lot, especially like with the male and the female thing.
Yeah, they
But
dance like they fucking.
basically, but then what you call it? Kai Cenat. Um, he basically years ago he made this video because Spice came on there. At one point years ago, he was trending because he went to Jamaica. He was like, "Yo, where's Spice at? I want to dance with Spice." So when Spice popped up on his show yesterday, she was like, "Find that video where you was talking about you wanting to dance on me." And then he played the video. He was like, "But Spice, I was single back then." So he didn't dance with Spice at all. And then it was crazy because Ishana, she's another Jamaican artist. She ended up coming on the live and she kept trying to convince him to dance. And he was like, "No, my girl gonna be upset." And he was like, "Plus, if the roles was reversed, I wouldn't like it." So I got a lot of respect for Kai Cenat because he whatever GJ, his girlfriend, he do not play about her. He do not play. He danced with a chair last night. But he got a lot of respect for her, and I thought that was so cute. But it was really fun to watch. Like they ended up having like a whole dancing battle or whatever. It was real fun. So when y'all got time, I think y'all should tune in. But that was pretty much all we had for now as we work on trying to figure out a way to be more consistent. But yeah.
Yeah, and getting some new intros. Still keep the same intro song, but redesigning. We were supposed to do it at the first of the year, but I literally moved into my apartment at the first of the year. And Queen started a new job.
Mm-hmm.
So we just been getting this money, and I've been decorating, and yeah.
Take your life one day at a time.
Yep. Is it your baby's birthday? What
My
Nikki?
28er, yes, his birthday is May 28th. My boy will be 3 years old. I
I
don't know
can't
what
believe
we doing yet though, but my baby boy is gonna be 3.
he's gonna be 3. Well,
Mm.
let me know. It says there are 4 people watching. Hopefully we can be more consistent and have some engagement because I see people will watch, but they won't say anything. So
Yeah, that's people for you, but it is what it is.
so
And don't forget to share the information for the where they're gonna be able to catch you for the next podcast and stuff. So maybe they could come over there and hopefully be more active than they were here.
yeah, I mean, well, we're active on all channels, the YouTube and the Facebook. So y'all can watch us anywhere.
No, I was saying, do you want to promote the other podcast you're gonna be doing where you're talking about sinners?
Oh, it's not a podcast, it's just a group chat.
Oh, well, my bad. I'm thinking it's a whole
I probably shouldn't have
listen.
said, yeah, I said that we're
I
gonna
thought it
go.
was a podcast. I
I
was
said
ready
we're
to
gonna go
tune in.
live because I'm using my StreamYard for it.
Well, then that is going to be streamed, right?
It can be because you can do it like privately and it doesn't have to be streamed anywhere.
Okay. Well, anywho, it is what it is. I thought we was going to be able to catch more of you.
But yeah, I can still send you the link and you can listen in because the movie, girl, when I'm telling you, don't many movies come out,
You said it's called Sinners, right? Oh, I
Sinners.
think that's what my baby brother said he saw. Yeah, my mom said that's what my baby brother saw.
Yep. See,
Yeah.
everybody's seeing it
Mhm.
except you.
Yeah, except me. I don't think my mom and them saw it yet, but my baby brother did.
Well, y'all should have had family day and went to see it.
I mean, the rest of us could go see it now.
Okay, now you don't want your teenage girls to be in the movie theater because it's like 3 sex scenes. So no.
Okay. Oh, thanks for that warning.
Yes. But other than that, yeah, it's a really good movie.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely try to tune in.
All right. Well, we will see y'all the week after next. And we will definitely try and be more God, I just lost my thought. Be more
Are you going to be talking about when we're going to come back? Because I know if we don't be back next week, it should be the weekend after.
Yeah, the weekend after. Yeah, because since I'm off every other weekend, so
you was off this weekend.
Yeah, right now. Like I'm
okay,
off.
Cool. So then 2 weeks from now, you'll be off again. Okay, great.
So we'll be able to do that, and we will catch y'all in the next live. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Stay black. And fuck the police.
We gotta start saying the crooked cops. Ha 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 ha. Because we need some of them now. But yeah. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to be here with y'all tonight.
All right. We will see y'all. Where's the outro? Okay, there we go. All right.
Time to save the world. Where in the world is all the time? So many things I still don't know. So many times I've changed my mind. Guess I was born to make mistakes, but I ain't scared to take the weight. So when I stumble off the path, I know my heart will guide me back. Yeah, ooh, hey, I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. Ooh, hey, ooh, I'm trying to decide which way to go. Think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. And didn't you know, tried to move, but I lost my way. Didn't you know, stopped to watch my emotions sway. Didn't you know, knew the toll, but I would not pay. Didn't you know, see you never know where the cards may lie.